Hi, I'm Cathleen, and I traveled with 10 of my family members on the most glorious trip to Italy. Yesterday, we came in from Rome into Florence, and we ended up renting a car for a few days while in Florence, and now on this beautiful morning, we are driving to Pienza. A few months prior to arriving in Florence, I booked this private cooking class with Paolo, and this private cooking class is on his property here in Pienza. Look at this. We just felt so lucky that we got to spend this incredible day with this more even incredible human who is going to teach us how to make homemade focaccia bread, homemade pasta, and homemade pesto. Now, yes, back home in the States, I am gluten-free and dairy-free, but that is not going to fly while I'm here in Italy. I spoke to my doctor and she said, go for it because flour is totally different in Italy. So I said, great. So this is me looking like I have never cooked before in my life, but actually Paolo is teaching me a new way to crack eggs. And I was kind of distracted because we had to get so many yolks in the bowl and I was cracking the eggs and I don't know, I just felt like I was brand new at this. Here is my daughter Carrington. She is mixing up the pasta. Actually, we all got our hands dirty. We all got to play a part in creating the pasta, as you're going to see. Paolo did such a good job making sure that we knew what to do every step of the way.
Okay, so at a certain point you will have something like this. Okay, so at this point you can also take it out on the table. All the flour that we weigh, and we just do the same. So we kind of put everything together. So the idea is actually to spread it so the wet comes out, and so with the wet you can take in more dry. Okay.
Our son Carson, he has already come home and made homemade pasta by himself with a buddy, which I thought was really cool. Here's my dad, my brother-in-law, and my husband all getting in there, really kneading this dough. And watching my dad get excited about making homemade pasta and reliving his childhood and telling stories was so much fun for me to see, especially. Here is Paolo showing us his gorgeous garden where we got to gather everything that we needed to make our homemade pesto. My beautiful sister Corinne and my little nephew Otto, they were watching Paolo pick all of our goodies. And then Otto spotted a puppy. And so of course we had to go check out the puppy. Here comes Carrington's longtime boyfriend Joey carrying my nephew Elias as they were headed back from an adventure that they were on.
Some red onions, your eggplant. There's actually one here. Yeah, strawberry, there's a lot around. There's melon, zucchini.
To our surprise, Paolo was taking us to his cherry trees.
Oh, you can eat them?
Yeah, sure. And if you go on that, there's a lot of branches. Just pick the darker one.
The darker ones, okay.
Don't.
Can you get? You can. Just pick the darker one. It's so good.
Here, I'll pick you a good one.
They're good, huh?
Here, eat that. It was stain you though.
You cannot stop. When you start, you have already the other one. Some dark ones up there.
Back inside, Paolo is teaching us how to make a fresh pesto with arugula. Usually you see it made with basil, but he showed us a cool way to make it with arugula. My dad and I start scoring the tomatoes so we can steam them and use those for our pasta. We have focaccia, ladies and gentlemen, and although I make gluten-free focaccia at home, nothing compared to this amazingness.
This wheel, so it was the gap, so basically all this go thinner and thinner. So then it really depends what you have to do, but if you want to fill the dough, so what I said before, it's still the same, no? It's kind of silky, okay? And but it's humid but not wet.
Paolo really took his time and made sure that we understood the process of pasta making. He tried to give us as many tips and tricks to come home with so we could do it ourselves. He was showing us different ways to roll it and make little raviolis. This was one of my favorites that he did. He called them little buttons, and he basically made like a ravioli filling and put the two pieces of pasta on top of each other. But then he used this little like circle cutout and he made a button, and it's just the filling inside the dough. And when we ate these, they melted in your mouth.
Elias, do you want to turn the handle?
Watch Carson, he's about to cut
That's
it.
it. Keep cranking. Keep cranking. Keep going. All the way. Good job.
Finally, the moment we were all waiting for, we got to sit down and taste the wonderful creations that we had just made. Paolo also had 3 different olive oils for us to try from the region. He had different cheeses. One was from his neighbor's backyard. We had these beautiful cured meats from Tuscany that Tuscany is known for. They were all delicious.
So you like this?
This one was so good.
Did you like the pepper one? That 2-pepper capicola one?
I have it on my plate. I haven't. Oh, no, wait. No, I didn't try it yet.
That one might be my favorite.
Really?
That's pretty good. The peppered capicola.
This day is going to remain on replay in my mind because it was just so memorable. I got to experience it with a lot of members of my family. The wine was delicious. The food was delicious. The company was even better. I can't thank Paolo enough for providing my family with the most beautiful and memorable day. And if you are in Tuscany, if you come to Florence, you need to come to Pienza. You need to come visit Paolo because he is just an incredible human.